Well, test run for the Midnight Babes podcast, SMUT and horror. Well, test run for the Midnight Babes podcast, SMUT and horror.
So, very excited. Let's turn this on just a smidge. All right, so we just watched Insidious Red Door. I have seen all of them now so far.
I know I saw the first Insidious when it came out a long time ago.
Because I think this is technically, what, the fourth or fifth one?
Yeah, so I may need to, go back and catch up on one. I may have missed one in there,
Okay.
to be honest.
Well, and like we were saying earlier, the first one, hands down the best one, because that really set everything up. And then it just kind of got, oh, okay, yeah, there's ghosties and everything like that.
All the things, spooks and goblins and demons. But I will say, even though I may not have seen, the most recent before Red Door, you don't really need to see them all.
No.
They gave really good background, because that was from the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'd, there's a big time gap there, and they did a really good job at kind of reminding you of what happened. And they're like, guess what, motherfuckers?
Yeah. We're back.
We're back to scare the shit out of you.
I like that in the first one because the second, third, all of that, it's kind of in what they were doing. I know they're just trying to expand on everything because The Conjuring was out and their whole universe and what they were doing. But the fact that we had little spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this movie, there's going to be spoilers. The fact that we got to see people from the first one.
Yes.
And the fact that Dalton came back. He's a grown-ass man.
Yeah, I know. We were like, oh, you grew up real quick. Oh, wait, you're a man. Put a shirt on, sir. I feel like I'm riding the line.
I want to say his little brother, that was him too.
That was his little brother, actually being the little brother again.
Yeah, and obviously I don't think they would put the girl, their sister in because she was, I want to say, just an infant.
Yeah, she was a little baby, but those boys were the main part of the story, and they both weren't fully part of the story, but they kind of were, because he was spoiler alert, I've been having these dreams, and Mom's like, no, they're just nightmares. So they do kind of bring the whole family back into it, which was a nice wrap up after them taking me all over the place.
Yeah. And so overall, with Red Door, how are we feeling that it air quotes ends? Because I know that they were that's what they were thinking, it's gonna wrap up their timeline. So I mean,
I don't
or is it though? I don't think so. I think it might end for that family.
That could be, but because the whole thing is about astral projecting and into this, what is it,
the further.
The further?
Yeah.
So, it may be, air quotes, the door is closed for them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, somebody else isn't going to astral project and not run into the same issue, because that's essentially what Insidious is about. Careful where you're visiting if you're traveling.
Exactly.
But I don't think it's the end, especially, if you wait after the credits.
One little snippet pops in. It's not really...
It's not even...
You don't need to stay. You can just look it up. You really don't need to stay through the credits unless you want to hear ghosts sing a pretty song. So,
it was really pretty.
It was really pretty. But that, yeah. I don't know. I like seeing... I wish they they brought more in from the... what were they called? The PPIs?
Yes, because that was great to give that snippet from YouTube with them was hysterical.
Yes, I just wish that they brought them in a little bit more to be we're back.
We're back. This is what's going on.
We're closing this door.
Yep, that would have taken it maybe a step further. I will say, for having your two main characters not be together majority of the movie, they did a really good job.
Yeah. Though I will say there are his dad's, not Dalton's dad, not Josh, but Ben. Josh's dad, Ben.
Yes.
I don't feel like that was necessary.
I don't either, because I was more or less confused. I was like, who is this dude? What?
I know they touched on it. I know that was a thing, the first one, and it was about his dad, and he wasn't there, but it felt unnecessary, and it was just like a filler. Like, you did not need that.
They didn't need that. They could have given me like one more jump scare instead of that, or like given me like a little bit more of like the spooks and ghouls and goblins that you were giving me towards the end. And you guys could have given me like
more of that,
10 more minutes of that.
I was expecting more of the spirits coming through, not just focus on the red demon or whatnot. I forget his name, but
the main head demon. Insidious.
I thought that we were gonna get more, because I want to say, was it the second or third movie? We had more of those spirits.
Yes.
So that's what I was kind of hoping, but I do like that we were focused more on Dalton, him opening it up again and trying to figure it out. I just wish they would have expanded a little bit more.
Yeah, which, again, is there going to be another one? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They can completely say, like, we've closed off that family story with this, and I like, kind of get that vibe. Like, on a few things.
Yeah.
You know, when they're in the further, like, Dalton at the end putting up the picture. Like, so there was quite a few things that made me think, okay, like, this family's kind of, like, we've had resolution. But then that snippet after the credits, I'm like, so you're telling me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not taken care of. You can't just, like, shut the door, in quotes, shut the door and call it good.
That's what he was saying.
You can't just forget about it again. And that was the whole thing. So maybe if they do another movie, it is about, like, keeping this knowledge alive so that people who are astral projecting are aware, or maybe it's a takedown.
Yes, and I feel like with her coming back, I'm blanking on her name, but the original lady who helped them.
I want to say her name's Lorraine, but I know that's not right.
That's Grandma.
That's Grandma, yeah.
But the other one that was with the investigators. Coming through to, like, with the gas mask and helping all that. You know, when she popped up, I'm like, she's dead.
Yeah, you were in the theater. Like, she's dead. She's dead. And I'm like, I know. I know, but what's she got to say? I feel like that was his mom speaking through her.
Yeah, because she was saying, oh, you're gonna go far. You'll be able to talk to her again. I'm like, okay.
You will talk to her again.
Are you gonna be able to talk to her when you're dead? Or is it gonna progress where you're now gonna be searching out other people who can astral project and you're gonna help them?
I could see that happening. That's actually, I hadn't thought about it that way, but I could see that happening.
Yeah, because, like, he could do that and team up with Dalton or something.
Yeah, like, maybe him and his wife and Dalton, like, maybe it's a family affair.
Ex-wife, but
ex-wife. I mean, I'm sorry, but can I say what a bitch for leaving him after she's like, I'm gonna hypnotize you for you. You forget this whole traumatizing year, and then she's like, I'm so sorry, honey, you were a little fuzzy after that. So
and the fact that sorry, I couldn't get over that you tried to kill us, but it wasn't you.
It wasn't. Yeah, you were trying to kill us. It was your face, but it wasn't you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, just own it. Be like, I was a piece of shit and I left your ass in the hardest times of your life, my kids' lives. And I get it. She was trying to protect them. But, like, at the same time,
it was your imagination. There was no memory of this. Okay, well,
we all remember something. So,
like, this is where you help to get past that. And, like, it was not him.
Right. You're all aware of that.
Go to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy. Get it, fix it, get together and get back together. Like, just do something with your lives. Yeah. Because that was a shit move on the writer's part to make her that way.
I know.
Shit move, but fun move.
And I like the fact, like, when we were walking out and we were talking about how, he moves into the dorms and his roommate, Chris, he thought it was going to be a male, but nope, female.
Super funny. Like, may have been, like, probably one of my favorite characters during the whole movie.
Because she was being supportive, but also being like, okay,
this is fucking wild. Yeah. Like, you need to cool your tits or, like...
But they didn't have a romantic feel to it at all, which I really appreciated.
It's overdone. We appreciated the platonic friendship. We're here to just, like, support you.
She's there to help.
Yeah, I mean, and she was like, yeah, you could be fucking crazy, and,
whatever.
No, I'm just, like, half possessed, so... But she was there for it. I mean...
It still came back after being choked out.
Yeah, after being choked out by a ghosty ghost, she still came back.
Yep.
Took a few texts, but
that's okay.
girl came back.
You know,
when it mattered.
Funny. Yeah.
When it mattered.
Yeah, it was still there. And they were just like hanging out. And I didn't get that feel like it could
blossom.
Yeah, it really did seem platonic. And that was really nice.
It's a refresher because we see so many movies that just like throw any type of love interest in there for you. And I mean, okay, we had a little bit of like the love interest with like the parents that were separated at the end, but it wasn't even like a full minute.
No.
He was like, I hope to live here again someday.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't in your face.
Yeah.
So that was, we appreciate that. Like head nod.
Yep.
Thank you.
Because we already knew, like, obviously, family. They're probably gonna be back together for all this, fine and dandy. But when it came to him, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was super nice. So overall, I think, like, it was a good movie. Could have been a little scarier. Now, we'll say we were jumping.
We did have the jump scares.
There was definitely a part where I was like, nope.
You think you're like, it's coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm prepared. And then it doesn't happen. And you're kind of like, I'm scratching my head. And then the jump scare happens. And you're like, ah. But yeah, there were a few scenes that I was like, I can't even look at this. And I do love gore, but it was just a bit much. The like under the bed with the partier kid.
And that's not even gore. That was more of just like
disgust, just pure disgust of demon vomiting on humans.
It definitely reminded me. There's a few scenes. It definitely gave me Evil Dead gore
vibes. I can see that.
It was just vomit directly on the face
and their mouth, like
the whole the blood running down the chin, like that
oozing,
and like the color of the eyes. I'm like, are we now switching to Evil Dead? Like
with the yellow eyes at the end. Yeah, I noticed that, and I didn't see anybody else that had like yellow eyes except for when that situation happened.
Yeah,
and I was like,
is it because he was possessed?
I don't know. It could be because nobody else, like none of the other like entities had that.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious is there something stronger than like what we've seen out there? Maybe.
Yeah, because with all the Insidious films,
it's all been that red guy.
Yeah.
But
is he the big bad?
This one, it was almost like a woman.
Yeah.
And like even when it possessed her, it looked womanly, but like she looked like a dark queen at like a few times. However, was he just disguising himself as that?
Yeah,
like when he got pulled into it at the end, it was like a dark queen and like all black.
Oh no, that was wasn't it the crying woman? That was from the very first one.
Okay, I was like,
it was like that lady in with the, oh my god, I can't talk. The photos that was like going after Josh.
Okay, that's who she was.
And
oh, okay. I was like, who is this crazy bitch? But I was like, I didn't even. Okay, that makes sense.
Revelations.
Revelations. We're having all of the revelations today.
But I think it was fun to see in theater. I think it gave off more spooky vibes because you see it in theater for, like you were saying, how loud it gets, how dark it gets.
You're not in like the comfort of your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I watched that at home, I probably would have been like, meh.
Yeah.
You know, like a good watch.
That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun seeing it in theaters. Like, you can't go wrong with popcorn and a drink either.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like having the whole theater to yourself as well.
There was only maybe 2 people in there. One of them left. Like not even halfway through, but we're like, okay, but it was nice and quiet. I love when we can get theaters like that. There are certain movies I do love when it's packed because you get the full audience experience. But it's nice to just go in earlier, not have to pay the outrageous prices.
Right. Give me the half-off tickets.
And do that.
I don't want to deal with anybody. And it was good.
Yeah.
I would suggest maybe like wait until it comes out to stream. Yeah. It is going to be one of those movies where, like, it's scary and it's dark the whole time. Yeah. So, like, that's up to you, I guess. You make that call. I don't like watching those at home. I can't see shit. I'm like, the sun's on my TV.
You have to have, like, blackout curtains. You have to have the whole thing set up.
Yeah, so if you do, make sure you're, like, completely blacked out so you can have your jump scares.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not one that you really want to watch with just sun blaring in.
Yeah, no, you won't be able to see anything.
Not at all.
But it is a good watch, especially if they're going to continue to grow that universe, which is the vibe that we're getting. Yeah. So, good watch. It was fun. It'll be like a nice Halloween movie, this fall. So.
Yep. And I know that with continuing with the universe, Nun 2 is coming out, which is still in that one. And then I don't think we're getting any other Conjurings.
I don't think we are either. Not that I've heard of. Although I would love another Conjuring.
Yeah, as long as it's not like the last one. I was not a fan of the last one, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother realm, a whole nother topic.
But I do like this. I do like how they did with this universe.
Yeah, they did a really good job, and they're not overdoing it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they wait like a decent amount of time, and the way they rotate out their movies is nice.
Yeah. So I think overall rating, I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 3.5 spooks.
Out of 10? Spooks?
Out of 5.
Out of 5 spooks? I'd give it, this is wild because, like, I get scared more easily.
I know.
I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 spooks.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want more of, like, the background.
That is very true.
I want to know how mentally fucked up you are because of this situation. Like, I wanted, like, a little bit more there. And I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I still think it was a good movie, but I was just like, there were spots where they could have given us more.
Oh, yeah. I think the 0.5 for me is the whole vomiting thing, because that I hate. So
that was a no.
You get a 0.5 for throwing that in there.
For throwing that. That was not for me.
Not for me.
The amount of sounds. No. It was too much for a human body. We knew before they showed it. Yeah. We knew.
That's
and I was
right.
like, I don't want to see it. Don't pull your head out of the toilet.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong with you.
Yep. So wrong.
Yeah,
Good time. Fun time.
Fun time. And I think next movie will be Talk to Me.
I think so.
And that one.
I'm excited. Heard good things.
I've heard good things. I have high expectations. So I would like them to blow me out of the fucking water. Yeah. Like, I want to pee my pants. I want to have to wear Depends to the movie theater. So that's what I'm expecting. And I will do it. Yeah. I'll Instagram it for proof. Like, I'll do it. I will wear Depends to go see Talk to Me. And if I don't pee them, that's just a 0.5 knocked off the raw score.
Yep, I agree. No, we're going to have more on a list, more to come. We'll go from there.
Yeah. And we'll be doing books too.
Yep.
SMUT books, horror movies. That's how we roll.
Fun
you
times.
Can DM Rex if you want recommendations. What am I, 18? Rex?
Lingo.
Get out here, ops.
So yeah, DM us. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. We have...
That's it.
We
have us, and we're a wild time. So that's really all you need is the TikToks, the Instagram, and us.
That's it.
That's all you need.
I love it. It'll be a fun time.
It'll be a great time.
End it here, and we get there. We don't have a schedule yet.
Like 2 weeks. Yeah, we don't have a schedule yet. We're just going to see what happens.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to see more from us, you can find us on Instagram at the Midnight Babes Podcast and on TikTok at the Midnight Babes. Stay spooky, friends.